Saludos vengadores y vengadoras y bienvenidos una vez más a Badassium Geek. Este es su amigo RAFYSTARK PR en el segundo día del Comic Fest AguadaCon 2019. Vamos a tener muchas entrevistas, muchas sorpresas y también tenemos a nuestra comoderadora OLGA de la Caja de Juguetes dando también nuestras entrevistas para el canal y para la Caja de Juguetes. Así que quédate porque esto y muchas cosas más la vas a ver aquí en Badassium Geek.
Mi gente de Badassium Geek y la Caja de Juguetes, aquí OLGA y aquí estoy con Jason David Frank y su hija Jenna. So how are you doing, guys?
I'm doing good, thanks. I love the mic. Jenna, I know you gotta hold it, it's so fun.
Oh my God, I feel so cool. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. So Jason, when and how did your acting career begin?
Okay. I started, well, my whole life I've been acting up ever since I was a little kid. But I started around the age of 12. I had one modeling job. And then I just kind of studied, took acting classes, and then it really just began at 18 when I booked Power Rangers. So when my acting career began is when I was acting up at home, because I was a drama kid, pretty much for me.
Okay. And Jenna, when did you start your acting career?
Well, we actually have our own reality show called My Morphin Life. So that was, I grew up around cameras. I grew up around, Comic-Cons and stuff like that. So I've always been raised in acting. I just love it. But I'm starting to kind of get serious into acting. And, our new project, Legend of White Dragon, is going to be like my first actual acting. Yeah. Our Click Boom Click, another movie that we're doing. In January.
So Jenna, do you expect to be the new Green Ranger?
Well, can't really say colors right now, but I mean, it would be pretty cool. It would be cool to, get in the Power Ranger universe, no matter what color it is, just to be there and to,
And work with your dad.
Yeah, to work with my dad. It just would be really, really cool. Maroon? I've always wanted to be the Purple Ranger because my grandma, that was her favorite. She's always wanted to be the Purple Ranger. So if I had to pick, I would probably be the purple. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So Jason, I know that acting is not really extremely easy. It's very competitive. Which hardships did you have during your career?
I still think that we go through it. I think the biggest thing is to try to develop tough skin and believing in yourself, because I feel like there's no one else that's going to believe in you more than yourself, and that's the truth. And you have to invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and develop thick skin, because a lot of Hollywood's smoke and mirrors. And I teach my daughter all the time, oh yeah, no, don't worry, we'll do a movie, oh, we'll do this. So it's nice, but sometimes you have to believe in yourself and make things happen. And that's why January we're doing that. I was telling Jenna about it. We're doing a film with Johnny Young Bosch, who is an incredible voice actor as well. He's done almost every anime show that I can't pronounce. And he was the Black Ranger in it. And we're doing a film together as a buddy film. And Jenna will be playing my daughter in the film. It was written 5-6 years ago. She was too young to play my daughter then, but now the movie, it's all about timing. Now in the script, before I even changed it, said I had a 15-year-old daughter. So it was like crazy, so she fits in perfect for it. But just to believe in yourself, and I think always say, I can. So the hardships have always been there, but it's beyond acting. It's beyond who you are and what you become. It's a whole different beast, because everybody, no matter what you do, have hardships. So I think that if we have tough skin and we believe in ourselves and we take care of ourselves, then we're able to take care of others. So I think that, and also in Hollywood, like I tell her, I had every chance to go down the wrong road, had every chance to go to parties, had every chance to do drugs, had all those chances that I just don't. It changed my life around. In fact, I don't even really drink. It's been almost 8 years. I just don't drink. I mean, that's just what I do. It's just being a superhero, And superheroes holding microphones, little pink microphone. Just remember that. Just remember that, kids. You want to be a superhero. You want to hold this little pink microphone? All right, and straighten up.
Thank you. Okay. How many shows and movies you have done so far?
Well, I never counted how many shows. I mean, I've done a lot of some other movies that weren't too good. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 6, 7 feature films out there. 3 of them were all Power Rangers, including the new movie, and a lot of TV shows, a lot of other stuff. I've been writing my poetry stuff now, which I know it sounds funny. You might think this guy's writing poetry and holding a pink microphone. Yeah, so what? And it's JDF Spoken Truth, and that's the hashtag. And on there I talk about just real stuff. And also Jenna writes too, but we write kind of, she's more of a songwriter, I'm more of a poetry, which could be the same, but I can do the poems and she can rap them and sing them, but not me.
Okay, thank you. Of all your work that you have done, which one is your favorite show and which one is your favorite character?
Jenna, what do you think?
I like Zio.
Oh,
I like
really?
Zio because yes, I always talk about it. It was actually when my uncle appeared on the show because it was really cool to see, you know, the brothers back in action, especially, you know, becoming Power Rangers. It was just very cool to see that. How about you? What was your favorite?
I think so. I mean, working with my brother played David Trueheart, and he was on about 5 episodes, but I think it means a lot to me now that he's not around because he passed away, so he's not around, so it just, you know, means a lot. And he's just crazy, silly guy that, you know, if he was here today, everybody would be waiting in his line. Even though he did 5 episodes, he's just such a charming guy that everybody would want to meet him. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Zio, and then the you know, being the Green Ranger, of course, was something that I enjoyed. It was the first, you know, so it was good.
So Jason, we all know that through the Power Rangers franchise and on your Facebook fan page, you practice martial arts. What kind of martial arts do you practice?
It's what I practice is called it's American style, but I created my own system called Toso Kundo, means the way of the fighting fist for self-defense. GKD, Jeet Kune Do, is the way of the intercepting fist, but created it a long time ago, which is basically, what is it? A blend of martial arts mixed together as one. And that's what I do. So I have several schools. I also started an online program, trainmejdf.com, because I can't travel around the world to teach people. So it's an online program that you can learn. Not going to get a black belt, not gonna get promoted, but it's a way to introduce you to the martial arts. And so that's trainmejdf.com, and we got several schools. Jenna's now leading schools. She's teaching and all that stuff. So I want to keep her into the martial arts, even though that might not be what she wants to do in life. But I think it should be part of everyone's life because it's discipline and teaches you discipline.
And at what age did you start to practice martial arts?
Do you remember what age I started? 2. Oh my gosh, see, that's why I started at the age of 4. I started martial arts at the age of 4. I'll be 46. That's been studying for a long. Ooh, look at this 46-year-old man holding a little pink microphone. Yeah, and anyway, so yeah, I started at 4, and ever since I started, I trained, and then I received my 8th degree black belt about a year ago. 8th degree black belt, same rank as Chuck Norris, which is super cool. And I've been studying my whole life. I study under an organization called Rising Sun Karate, and my instructors, Shion Herbster, and a ton of top people were at my promotions to promote me. So there's a room of high-ranking people in that room, so I was pretty happy with that.
Gina, how do you feel having a Power Ranger as a father?
Honestly, I used to get bullied for it. I did. I used to get bullied for it because I didn't know. I was like, oh, you know, they're just fighting bad guys. And I didn't really understand it, you know, being little and, you know, having people tell you what's wrong, you know, you believe it almost. So I was just like, okay, why am I getting bullied? I mean, my dad's pretty cool. I mean, you know, sometimes it's kind of annoying, but I mean, he's pretty cool for the most part. Like, why am I getting bullied for it? So I think growing up, I kind of realized, you know, the worth, or like the, you know, what was behind Power Rangers, you know, how many lives it touched, you know, and it wasn't just, you know, the fighting, it was just like the hardships that they went through that people could, you know, like connect to, stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool. It's awesome. It's awesome traveling with them. Yeah, like, because, you know, oh, your dad's a Power Ranger, this, that, and I didn't think it was, I was like, I don't know what to think, you know, but now I'm like, yeah, that's my dad, okay, what, like, okay, and what does your dad do? My dad's a Power Ranger, bro, he saves people, like, you know what I'm saying, so, yeah, it's pretty cool, it's pretty cool.
All right. Do you have any advice for kids that are victims of bullies?
Yes, I do, because I remember when I was in kindergarten, every single day, and I don't even know if my dad knows this, every single day I used to get like beat up by like a little kid, and he was a guy. So for me, it was like, you know, being a female and having, you know, a guy pick on you is a different story than another female, because, you know, it's a guy. So, you know, my advice for getting bullied is you always got to stand up for yourself. And if you see somebody getting bullied, you got to make sure to stand up. And even if, you know, people might look at you weird, like, oh, you're standing up to a bully, you know what? At the end of the day, you're saving somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're saving somebody's life. And bullying is so wrong, but I'm telling you, people only hurt others because they're hurting themselves. Like, you know, they're hurting so bad that they want to take that hurt and just have everyone else feel it because they're selfish. So my advice was just to stay strong, and if you see anybody getting bullied, like, we have to make a stand and stop it, because it just won't stop. If we don't realize it, it just won't stop.
Okay, thank you. Now let's talk about a little bit the project White Dragon.
Yep.
Of course, let's avoid some spoilers. So Gina, first of all, how did you feel working with your dad in this project?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you. The first time I saw the trailer, I told my dad, I was screaming, I was on my bed, I was like, oh my God. It was so cool, because my favorite part was like, your daughter, she's still alive. Like, I was just like, oh my God, that's me. Like, that's, you know, it was so cool. Honestly, I love all the cast. Ciara, Johnny Young Bosch, Jason Fawn, I love all of them. Aaron, they're all so talented. I'm so excited to work. My dad too, it's just gonna be awesome. And it's, you know, it's an aftermath. Like, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like, you know, Power Rangers, but not really, you know what I'm saying? It's the aftermath of a character, which is really cool to me, because, you know, everyone grew up watching Power Rangers, so now it's like the aftermath of the character, so it's not really Power Rangers, you know what I'm saying? So it's more of a, not really darker, but more of like a, you know, not aimed at the young kids anymore. So it's more of like a, you know, you're growing up, more of the older type of version. So yeah, it's really cool.
All right. So Jason, how does it feel working again with your old friends from the Power Ranger series?
It's good. You know, we doing this film for the fans, so it's a fans Kickstarter program. So the fans are involved with everything, like perks, producer credits, t-shirts, whatever it is. So we got the fans involved because this is something that we developed for the fans, something that I'm doing for free, just because I want to make sure that the fans can, you know, relate, like Jenna was saying, to the characters. And there's a lot of loopholes into where our characters have been, so that's why it's the aftermath. So I haven't worked with Johnny for so many years. It's great, you know. So we have a lot of, and we couldn't do it without the fans. I mean, there's, you know, so many thousands of fans back in the project, and the reason why we did the Kickstarter is because we wanted the fans to be involved, because we're doing it for free. We wanted to give something back to the fans, so if they donated the project, they're either getting a DVD, a shirt, or whatever it is. So it has to happen together for everyone. We need the fans, we need the actors, and on our part, we're just doing it because we want to. And it's gonna be exciting, so it's great. Like Jenna was saying, acting. We wanna connect you to the acting, and the action will always be there, but the acting has to connect first. You gotta feel it in your heart, because I was saying the other day, no matter what language you speak, we all have the same feelings. We feel sad, we feel sad. Doesn't matter which country you're from, if you pick up someone that they're sad or down or being bullied, their emotions are the same. Doesn't mean you need to understand what they're saying. So people relate to feelings, and that's kind of what we're trying to do, is acting. Oh, that was great. Man, I could feel it, you and Johnny Bosch and all. That's why, you know, with Jenna too, I want her to be involved in an acting project. I'm not saying Power Rangers wasn't acting, it is, because sometimes it's hard to do cheesy things, to be honest. But this one, we're trying, Legend of the White Dragon, we're trying to bring a lot more of the talented into some of the actors, to let them grow and be free and to act. In order to that, you need deeper material, and that's kind of the deep material that we're trying to pull out of it. Yes, she's my daughter. My wife's, you know, got murdered, you know, and all this other stuff. And you have to find out who my wife was. Could be, you never know. Could be one of the girls. But anyway, yeah, so.
I want to try to put you in a nice spot.
Yeah.
What do you love more, acting or martial arts?
Well, I thought about that. I love karate, but it was a karate role. So I had the best of both worlds. You know, I was able to do karate and I was able to do acting. I could teach all day long. I really, really love karate. And if I had to make a choice between the two, either I'm gonna be a big actor or I'm gonna run successful martial arts schools around the world, I'd probably pick martial arts schools because it's gonna keep me humble, it's gonna keep me disciplined, and I'm able to share and change things. Now, if I could be an actor to reach the people like I do now, be an actor. The problem is some actors that are really big can't reach the fan base. So now they're a big actor trapped inside their own world. They can't go nowhere. They're not helping others. Yes, they're acting, but that's all they're doing. I want to be able to reach people and change people's lives. So if I had the best of both worlds, you know, I would probably do what I did. That's the reason why I did Power Rangers, because it was karate and acting, but I was able to reach out people through my karate schools and through shows like this. And I told Jenna too, it's the reason why we're here in Puerto Rico. I mean, you know, the shows ran by fans, and I mean that in a way where everybody that comes through the door, they're happy when they leave. I don't like doing corporation shows. There are a lot of other corporate shows around that I just feel I don't want to be involved in because I feel it's too corporate. Here, a lot of people, more personable, you know, besides any other Comic-Con. So for me, this is the only place I'm going to be in Puerto Rico. Don't matter when. If I'm not here next year, I'm not. If I'm here the next day, you're going to see me here. That's just the way it is because I see everyone that meets me and I see everyone that leaves happy. I've been to shows before where they meet me and they're happy, but then they're mad at the promoter. And here, it's a win-win. So promoter represents me, I represent the promoter, I represent, you know, Comic Fest represents me. I come in, everyone's happy, that means I'll come back. So you probably won't see me anywhere else except here. Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
Well, thank you very much, Jason and Gina. Hope to see you guys someday again as a guest or as a fan around here. So, thank you very much. That will be all.
Yeah, thank you.
Eso sería todo, mis amigos y amigas. Aquí estuvimos con Jason y Gina.